Adulthood is taking away my hobbies. I recently turned 20 and I've been thinking a lot about when I was younger. You know, when you're younger, you can't wait to grow up. You always see being older as being more free, all your independence, your autonomy, no one telling you what to do. So it genuinely came as a real shock when life became the complete opposite of what I expected. The freedom I expected almost feels non-existent. The autonomy has been given away to my 9 to 5. The independence has been given to my independently working out bills and food shopping, taking myself to the doctor, setting up my own appointments. And now instead of my parents telling me what to do, instead I've got a boss to do that. And on my parents, they can replace me. But it's not all bad. You do have this physical freedom as you get older, but I think that comes at the price of your mental freedom. And with age just come more responsibility, work, studying, and just adulting in general. And I think somewhere in that, life has started to get boring. Like a few years back, the days felt longer. No 2 days ever felt the same. I was honestly free. But the things I look forward to now are getting fewer and fewer each day. And some of them aren't even things that make me happy. It's just things that signify the end of another long, hard day. And I think back to childhood, things I like to do. I loved Lego, loved to do origami, loved to code. And I think one of the biggest was my love for art. I used to draw for hours. I remember, whatever was around me on TV, book in the room, the sky, whatever was around me. And, truly I felt happy doing that. I was interested. I was free. But with time, with age, I lost the time for doing that. So rather than letting life drag me down into being another working, mindless machine, I decided to relight an old passion. And so exactly 3 months on this date, I made the active decision to pick up drawing again. So 3 months ago, when I first sat down to draw again after nearly 2 years of barely drawing anything seriously, I drew this. Now, do bear in mind, I did do a bit of drawing before, so if you think it looks okay, at least you know why. But I remember when I drew this, it wasn't even about how it looked. It wasn't about if I got the proportions right or whatever. But it was that I felt happy doing it. I felt free doing it. And after 3 months of working back up on this skill, this is what my drawing looks like now. Still not the best, still not the greatest, still not Picasso or Van Gogh, but we're making progress. And I think just to share a few things, a few tips that helped me start to build this hobby again that might be helpful to anyone listening who might be considering picking up any old hobbies. One is invest some money into it. I feel like when there's a cost attachment, it feels more important. It feels like a more serious commitment. And it does make you feel like you're losing out if you don't make use of that investment. The second thing will be remember your time compounds. Don't think 5 minutes a day is pointless. It adds up way faster than you expected. So if 5 minutes a day is all you can start off with, I would say go for it. Third step is tracking your progress. Tracking my art journey for the last 3 months has not only shown me, how much you can really do in 3 months, but how much time can fly by when you're doing something you love, something you enjoy. And that brings me to my final tip, which is enjoy it. With art, it feels easy to worry about how it looks, if you've got the details right, the proportions, the angles, and all these little things. But I've come to find out that you create your best pieces of work when you're enjoying the process. So whatever hobby you're planning to chase, enjoy it. And I guess to round off is feel like one thing I'm learning more and more about adulting is your life is more and more in your hands, which is great. But it also means you kind of have to figure stuff out for yourself. And there isn't always someone to help you, to guide you, to hold your hand. So it's learning to take action for yourself and not waiting on someone else to save you. And that's what I did for my hobby. And that's what you should do too. So I say go for it. Whatever your hobby was, whatever brought a smile to your face, whatever it was that made you happy.